Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-doop-doop-doop-it-doo. Should that be my jingle? No. Guys, welcome back to the Ultra Bomb 22 gaming channel. What we are doing now is we are going into January. If you're asking why I'm so excited, it's because Thiago Almada is at the club. That's right. Thiago Almada is at the club. I'm so excited. I have a new signing. He's my first and possibly last world-class signing at Pompey. Wow, great player. Absolutely can't wait to get him started. His stats are better than they were when I scouted him. He's going to be brilliant. And see, this is the thing I should have done before. Anyway. Guys, December was a mixed bag. Looking back, we beat in the second round of the cup. We had Port Vale, beat them 4-0. We had Carlisle in the leasing.com area final, beat them 4-0. We're through to Macclesfield in the final. That's not until February, March. Then I had a long day at work and had a glass of bubbly. Little bit of the bubbly. Yeah. So what happened there was we hosted while I was having the bubbly. I said, let's stick on career mode, have a game. We took on Aki Stanley at home. Bearing in mind we were top of the league at the time, Aki Stanley were bottom, and we lost. Lost 1-0. So immediately I had the wherewithal to turn off the PlayStation and to not continue that league while I was in that condition. Because losing at home to Aki Stanley, I was at home as well. Oh, my brain. See, Newcastle, blame the ref. Blame the Gulfin class, the Gulfin spending power. Losing to Aki Stanley at home, bottom. I think they've had 2 wins all season. 1 against us now. Not good. So anyway, we bounced back from that horrendous evening of ill decision with 3 wins, including 10 goals scored and 1 conceded. So back to winning ways. Harrison is banging them in. Villar's still banging them in. And DeLuca is just back from injury and banging them in. And now we have Maguire to come back soon. We have a new number 10. Everything is looking good. I'm doing my best to keep the squad happy. That's been the biggest challenge of the career mode so far, is keeping everybody happy. But I apparently am doing it. But this month coming up, I will have no choice but to rotate and keep those people happy. We have 8 games in 2 different competitions, including an FA Cup third round game. We also have it's 2 games a week. Rotation will be key. I might have to get a couple of signings in, particularly centre mid. I've got 3 to 4 people I'd be comfortable putting in there, but with the games coming in, I might need one more. Perhaps someone young that won't be expecting to start. So guys, anyway, we move on to January. We see how we do. The transfer window is open. We see is there any short contract people we can swoop to get in the summer. Love doing that, but that's something we can do later in the game. It's something that they brought in last year. It used to be that you had to sign them in June, which is not good. So anyway, what we'll do is we'll move on and we'll see how we do. Wish us luck in the cup, and guys, like, share and subscribe. Get your questions into us. We did have one from Snowman86. He said, you're doing well in the league, are you going to sod off elsewhere? I want to go to the very top to answer your question, and if I am allowed to do that with Portsmouth, then I would be delighted. It's a brilliant project, but if the board turn around next year in the championship, we need a signing or 2, and they say nah, I'd be like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't be here. But we'll see how it goes. There's no reason for me to think that would happen, but that's just me being honest. Does that answer your question? Awesome. Enjoy the vid.
In the commentary position, and really looking forward to starting this new year with some 4-5-1 lead.
Yeah, I really like this formation, Derek. 4-2-3-1, really. The two central midfield players supplying support to a three ahead of them, and then a lone striker with a number 10 just behind him.
Let's dissect the Portsmouth starting 11. Nothing wrong with that idea. A goal in the early stages. Precisely what they had been planning.
Well, Derek, this is why coaches tell you to stop the cross from coming in.
Crossing opportunity. Crossed accurately towards the far post. They've gone and scored. And a goal! Not over just yet. Might pay dividends. Surely the equaliser. Well, there it is. Can you believe this? From 2 down, they now find themselves level. And they take the lead here. This is why we adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in front.
Well, it looks like the game was over, but no, there's another chance. And there it is, back of the net. It looks like the winner.
Look at all that possession. Passing actually is good. Just did not defend well at all. Shocking.
Time for just a few questions.
He could. What do you make of it? True. It sure is.
Yeah, no further questions, thanks.
Today, welcome to you. Martin Tyler here, Alan Smith as usual, the faithful lieutenant alongside me. Our football today comes from the FA Cup. It's Sheffield United against Portsmouth.
Yeah, the winner takes all. No second leg in this tournament, so...
Let's have a look at how the opposing team will line up today. ball, they could be in. The coach promised a fast start, and look what's happened. You've seen that goal, and it's really been coming right from the kickoff. Guided through. Is this the moment? Oh, it's a great goal! Good vision. The score! Well, that's in. It's in off the defender. The Alba. Now the shot! They couldn't stop him the first time. They haven't stopped him the second time. And he's leading his team in the best possible way with 2 goals today.
Sheffield United there, absolutely fantastic. 4-0, all of the shots, lot of the ball. Passing accuracy, as you know, something I am obsessed with. 88%, phenomenal, brilliant stuff. Just going to take a quick look at the player ratings. Yeah, Villalba with 9.5, Ben Close with 9.5, and Beppe De Luca, who probably should have had a hat-trick, hit the post late on for a chance of his third, but you know, I'll take this. 4-0 up. Let's go to that post-match interview. No major shocks obvious there.
Just a couple of questions for you.
Impressive performance. Next. Did you expect this win? Yes. We could have won by more. Probably could, to be honest.
Thanks, that's all.
They did nothing. Awesome. Awesome win.
Let's have a look at the initial 11 for the visitors. It looks pretty orthodoxly.
Yeah, I love this formation, 4-4-2. The 2 main strikers will stay close together. The full-backs will link up with the wide players. The 2 holding midfielders will sit in front of the centre-backs. Very solid look about this team.
It's there for him, and it is the opening goal of the contest.
Well, it was always going to be a tight game, but now all of a sudden one team ahead. Things have got to change on both sides.
Useful looking position, you've got to say. Can't miss, surely. And a goal it is. They lead by 2 now. Fully deserved.
Pompey home to Peterborough. Peterborough didn't manage a shot on target for the game. Tried to manage the squad a little bit there because this month is so busy. We don't want to be hitting games with people absolutely shattered, losing points. Looking again there at the passing accuracy stats, 86, which is very good. Very happy with that. We had more possession. We had all the shots on target. So good game all around. Another good game for Beppe De Luca. Having a bit of trouble getting the lads off the bench as much as I want. The likes of Almada and McCrory, but we're winning. That's the most important thing, just trying to keep everyone happy now with De Luca, man of the match there. And we have a post-match interview.
just a moment of your time?
Yes. Any doubts? No. Are you pleased with how things look for your side in the second half? Yes. Kent was one of the finest players. How difficult was him to blah 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 blah. We just played our game. The questions are actually really exciting when you lose.
Thank you for your time. Really appreciate that. That's all the questions we have for you.
But not when you win. Yawn. Next we have a home game on the 11th of January. Home to AFC Wimbledon. Can I just say, I love that it's just Wimbledon written there. Love that. The original Dons. Take a look at the table. I believe they're just outside the relegation zone. 18th. Just a couple of points outside. They're doing okay. Could be doing a lot better. We're still 7 points clear of Sunderland, so I'm not doing too bad ourselves. Coming up, we have a press conference in the press room. Just a word on the FA Cup. Waiting to see who we have next. Having derubbed Sheffield United 4-0 in their own Premier League stadium earlier in the month. There's actually there's 8 replays waiting to be played there before the draw for the next round, so just waiting on that. But without further ado, we'll get to the pre-match press conference home to Wimbledon. Is your team as hungry as they are? That is a good question. Yes. Yes. Whole squad. Yes. Your substitute appearances are very important.
Okay guys, we'll be wrapping up now. Thank you for attending.
Here on the south coast, in particular at Fratton Park. Derek Ray here on the commentary box. Starting 11. Let's have a look at the initial 11 for the visitors. It was interesting to try to sum up a team's style of play, their approach, and there are many who think that it's overly conservative in this case. What do you think, Lee?
Well, Derek, it's not...
Oh, he really bruised the crossbar. And the use of technology here to verify the fact, and it didn't. Can he take advantage? Still possibility. The first goal of the match, and the lead certainly doesn't flatter them.
It's taken a while, but the pressure has taken its toll.
A really sumptuous ball. Fine cross into the middle. And a goal it is. They lead by 2 now. Fully deserved. Promising looking ball. Can't miss, surely. The goals keep going in for them. I don't think they're going to throw this away now. Absolutely omnipotent.
So we are seriously hitting form in the middle of January, and this game is as good as I think we've played since I took the job. Look at that, they had one shot and it was wide. It was close, but it was wide. We've had 59% possession, 24 shots, 14 on target, creating serious amount of chances. 10 times we were off target. Crazy. Happy with the possession, happy with the fouls, happy with the shot. Actually is okay, but they're all pretty much straight at the goalkeeper. Passing accuracy 87, very happy with that. The tail of the match really was one VR still the man of the match despite missing 2 penalties, only one of which made it to the highlight reel for some strange reason, and he also hit the crossbar with a free kick. He had a phenomenal game, to be fair to him. Just taking a look at the stats there, yeah, he was the best player, but very happy with that. And we roll on to the post-match interview. Sunderland drew. Boom! Nice little 2-point cushion opening up there on top of what we already had.
Time for just a few questions.
Okay. Why didn't we see McCrory? He'll be back soon. Didn't answer your question, did it? Nah. I didn't want more play. Competition is good. 3 weeks out for Almada. I just bought him! Fucking hell. Generic questions with generic answers.
Yep, no further questions, thanks.
Ugh. So we plough on into January and the League One continues. We travel to Bolton now. Not doing well in the league, very firmly in the relegation zone. But an announcement quickly. We have drawn Manchester United in round 4 of the FA Cup. We will go to Old Trafford to take on the Manchester-based outfit. Okay, looking forward. They just saw Martial to Madrid, so that makes it a little bit easier. But we look forward to that one, obviously.
The thing about today is the weather. Absolutely perfect playing conditions. I'm Derek Ray here on the commentary box. Bolton Wanderers. Would you call it 4-5-1, Lee?
Yeah, I really like this formation, Derek. 4-2-3-1, really. The 2 central midfield players supplying support to a 3 ahead of them, and then a lone striker with a number 10 just behind him.
Good luck. Well, let's dissect the Portsmouth starting 11.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
Delightful pass. He must finish. A goal in the early stages. Precisely what they had been planning. They decided to take the corner short. Crossed accurately towards the far post. And a goal it is. They lead by 2 now. Fully deserved. Search of space, and a goal!
A tremendous win for Pompey on the road for the first of 2 times this month. They go to the greater Manchester area. This time they've come away with a 3-0 win. Probably not going to happen against Manchester United, but you never know. Of the 11 shots on target in the game, 10 were Portsmouth's. 63% possession, 86% passing accuracy. Loving what's happening at the moment. This is what happens when you get up in the morning and play FIFA. Productive, fruitful, sexy football. I need to quit my job. Anywho, man of the match goes to Beppe De Luca yet again in the goals. He's got pretty much a goal a game now, if I remember right. So he's absolutely flying. Gaetano again, of course. And we go to the post-match interview. Sunderland with an away win. Shitheads.
Hi, just a couple of questions.
Hi. Debut for Lavarone. He's eager. We're stronger with him. How would that help Lavarone? He won again. Did they play well?
Thank you for your time.
No worries, kid.
Here on the south coast, in particular at Fratton Park, the Portsmouth starting 11.
Thank you.
This is the lineup for the visitors today. Pretty well balanced, this formation, Lee.
Yeah, it can be a 4-2-3-1 in the offensive mode, but it can also go back to a 4-5-1 when you're defending. The lone striker will be supported by the three just behind him, especially the number 10.
It could be up for grabs. My goodness, Lee, the goalkeeper had his work cut out for him. The first goal of the match, and the lead certainly doesn't flatter them.
It's taken a while, but the pressure has taken its toll.
Will he find the net? And a goal to increase their advantage to 2 overall. That little bit of a cushion. Now it's all about keeping the concentration.
Just a couple of questions for you. Thanks, that's all the questions we have for you.
In the cup. Right, let's see how this goes. My 2 forays to Premier League grounds have gone decidedly differently. A drubbing at Newcastle thanks to some shoddy refereeing and an absolute smashing of Sheffield United. So we'll see how it goes. Be interesting to see the lineup United put out, but you know what? We'll see that in a second. Mada, are you good? No, you're not. I like walks. Yeah, look, you're on the team, boy. Is that good? Is that... Yeah, Harrison off the bench. We're good. 3 o'clock at Old Trafford. Gotta have a bit of sun. And on we go.
You are welcome to Old Trafford, the home of Manchester United. Martin Tyler here along with Alan Smith. Our football today comes from the FA Cup. Manchester United against Portsmouth.
In his last 3, yeah, the winner takes up.
That's it, Pepe. Oh my God, the nerves! The nerves!
This is then the Manchester United lineup. David De Gea starts in goal.
B team.
Phil Jones starts alongside Axel Tuanzebe
Good,
at the
sir.
back. Marcus Rashford is the main man up front.
Absolute B team in the cup.
And as for the opposition, this is their starting 11.
Absolute A team. Come on, Pompey.
Winning is all that matters, and they have won.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think they just about deserved it. It was close at times, but yeah, winners here.
Woo! That was tense. That was tense.
Best performer in a good team today.
Yeah, maybe the difference between the two sides. Really solid, really good performance from him.
What a result for the Pompey. What a fucking result.
Patient play from them. Oh, great chance.
Some finish.
It's a sensational goal for the underdogs.
Well, look at his face. He is loving it, and you can understand why.
Some hit by volley. No time to think. Bang. Oh, lad. So, the Pompey train rolls on. We go to Old Trafford in the cup, and we come away with a 1-0 win into the next round. Awesome stuff. Stats are good. Happy with possession at Old Trafford. Shot actually was good, which it had to be because we weren't going to get too many chances. Phil Jones was an absolute beast, but so were pretty much all of my teams, especially Pepe De Luca. I'm curious to see what Jones actually got in the rating. 8.2. Should be more than that. It's outstanding. I enjoyed that. Couple of upsets there. Norwich, Leyton Orient drew. It's worse than this.
Hi, just a couple of questions for you.
Nah, it's not. Where do I buy my suits? I get them sent from Ireland, of course. We were the better team. Do you feel you can win the competition? Up to us. Jones was
No further
class.
questions, thanks.
What's my congratulations, Numpty? Nah. Oh, massive win in the cup. Just going to take a look at other results there before we move on to February. Can't believe it's February already. Newcastle smashing Leicester 3-0. Any other big ones? Leyton Orient and Norwich go to a replay. Shouldn't that be penalties? Stoke beating Premier League Wolves. Everton knock out Chelsea. City scrape past Rochdale. Southampton Villa. Arsenal only getting a draw at Hull. And 3 more games to go. So, interesting. A lot of the big guns going out in that round. Chelsea, United both gone. Possibly Arsenal as well. So, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see for that draw. Exciting times.
Hello and a warm welcome on what is a glorious night for football. Perfect playing conditions.
Lee Frecklington.
The lineup then for the hosts. Would you call it 4-5-1, Lee?
Yeah, I really like this formation, Derek. 4-2-3-1, really. Two central midfield players supplying support to a three ahead of them, and then a lone striker with a number 10 just behind him.
Well, let's dissect the Portsmouth starting 11.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
Back from the byline. That will give them quite the lift. An early opening goal lead.
Well, you always want to start quickly, and there's certainly a quick start there. What a finish.
Interesting pass. And a goal to increase their advantage to 2 overall. That little bit of a cushion. Now it's all about keeping the concentration.
Oh, we're at the end of January. What we're going to do is we're not going to do anything for the transfer window. I don't envisage anybody coming in, and there may be one or two leaving. But that's not really headline news, is it? I don't see too many people leaving. One or two maybe. I need to cut that wage bill for the end of the season, but plenty of time. So what we need to do now is take a look at the tables at the end of the month. Here we go. We are top of the league and having a laugh by 11 points with a game in hand. We've only lost the 4 games and drawn the 1. Few draws is always a mark of champions. You're winning or you're losing, which is very important. I think bit of a chasm opening up there between first and second. Sunderland and Ipswich following closely behind. Gillingham, bottom of the table, have beaten us, as have Aki Stanley, third from bottom. Bit of a trend there. They are not doing well. It's very tight down there. It looks like Gillingham might be in a spot of bother relative to people around them. But Portsmouth, top of the league, so who cares? Going to take a quick look at the cup. Who did we get? Replays have not been done yet. So Brighton versus Fulham, Villa Southampton, I nearly said Villa there, Leyton Orient versus Norwich, and Arsenal home to Hull. So we'll see what happens there in that one. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember, like, share and subscribe. Get your questions into me here. You can do it in the comments below, or you can go to my Gmail account if it's something private. You can go to the ultrabomb22@gmail.com. That's the ultrabomb22@gmail.com. Fairly straightforward if you have anything you want to ask and don't want to do it publicly, though I don't know why that would happen. But anyway, we move on to February. February will have some big games, but we'll address that in our next video. Thank you for listening, guys, and thank you for watching.